Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Mosballin. I'm gonna be honest, I'm sorry I didn't make this video earlier. I had it planned for when the game officially came out, and then I got so sidetracked with so many other things. I know people still ask me these questions. I always answer them. I do my best, whether it's in the comment section or when I'm streaming. People ask me and I always tell them what to do, but there are a couple domination ones that are a little hard for the crests, right? There are crests this year, and if you guys don't know what that is, it's an extra added challenge, extra added bonus at the end that tells you what you need to do to achieve one of those yellow things next to the stars. You guys see that it says 5 out of 5. That means I finished all 5 of the crests on this team. So some of them are easy, like this one where you just have to score 80 with the team. Some are easy, like fast breaks, post shots, threes, assists. There are some really simple ones. Now we also got a couple hard ones. For example, this one that we're going to talk about today, the block 10 shots as a team. So that one I know seems really difficult. If you try it normally with like the normal methods you normally would try, you're not going to get it done because it's not like that. It's really hard to block shots in the paint nowadays. You get really weird animations. So I'm going to show you guys the best method for that, as well as for, I know there's a couple steal ones people ask me for. I'll just show you guys minor gameplays and we'll talk and discuss. I don't remember which ones they are, but I know there's some like that. I guess maybe here in Pacific. I know the Laker one. That one is one we'll talk about too, grabbing 50 rebounds as a team. I'll try to make all of these easier for you guys and just have them all included in one little video so you can just literally not have to think about it too much. Just be able to knock it out really easy. For the most part though, if there's anything I do miss out, please let me know. And yeah, let's get right to it. Now, why should you be completing your crests? Why should you be doing all this? And that is because once you get 33 of the 33, you will get the 92 plus overall hidden gem, which can change your team drastically at this point in the year. That is definitely something you want to get. Definitely, if you're playing domination, it is worth it 1000% to do as many of these challenges as possible. So my first piece of advice is, if you have Victor Wembanyama, to use him. That way it's just easier. We're just going to talk about him being your big man. If you have better bigs or you feel like you have good bigs, you could use other ones. Now, as soon as this game starts and I'm on defense, I'm switching my matchup. So I'm going to hit L1, then I'm going to hit L2 to pick my player, and I'm going to switch him onto Norman Powell. I want to block jump shooters. I do not want to block people in the paint because look, me baiting right there, I'm not getting that block a lot of times. So I didn't want to redo this whole thing, so I'm just going to show you guys how I did it. I found like the footage and whatnot. So here are my blocks. I'm just coming over to help with Mr. Victor Wembanyama, and this is where we came up with the shooting method being the best. So look, I'm giving them space. This is a little bit too much, but usually you'll be able to close out there and block that. It's a whole different type of baiting when you're baiting a jump shooter. You're hoping they drive in, but you're not always going to get them. But definitely put him on Norman Powell. If you could give him enough space to touch the ball, he's going to try to do something. Whenever they do take out Norman Powell, you'll want to switch your matchups to someone else. So right here, I switched it on to Tyler Hero and I baited him in. They don't always go in, I'll be honest. They do shoot a lot more likely than not. And that's why I'm telling you guys to switch matchups and just baiting. Baiting, if you guys don't know, is like you're trying to draw them in. So you leave someone open so they give them the ball. So like right here, I'm switching over and hoping that I can reach that. When I was doing this the first time, I realized, that's like when I realized it's really hard to block him coming to the rim. Like I pretty much sat a whole quarter here where I'm not able to get a block, even if I am trying to leave space and whatnot. But Wemby definitely makes it easier. I'm pretty sure I started blocking jump shots near the end. I'm pretty sure that's what I did, but as of right now, I don't see it. I'm just trying to help. Sometimes you get called for fouls, silly things. One of the things you should be doing is on offense, trying your absolute best to shoot as fast as possible so you play more defense. You don't want to hold the ball on offense and give yourself less time. It seems like up to this point, I was still waiting for them to drive. That's why I'm telling y'all the better method is to get the jump shooters. And as you guys can see right here, we still only have 5 blocks with 56 seconds left in the third quarter. This is where it all clicked for us, right? I was trying to get the jump shooter or whatever, like using it against the shooting guard so they'd be smaller, but I wasn't really going for the blocks over here. So look at this. bang, get a block right after, right? Beautiful, beautiful block there. Next possession down the floor, we're giving space to Norman, and then bang, get that weak stuff out of here. So within a couple seconds, I had gotten 2 blocks. I tried to switch matchups right here to go even smaller, but Hero finally drove and gave me another block. I know I got a ton of blocks here in the paint, a ton, way more than I thought, but I think it's really easy if you go after the jump shots. But definitely Wemby makes it easier. If you don't have Wemby, try somebody else that's got good block rating. But realistically, Wemby made it really, really easy for me to just hover, just bait them into like the paint. A lot of times that was working. You'll see right here, I was getting good animations every now and then, and that was my 10th block, nice and simple. Now, people always ask me about the steal situation, so like you'll see that I get steals really, really easily in general. Like 8 steals has never been a real problem for me. Some people tell you to press and do all this other stuff. I'm not like that. I'm more of the guy that likes to come over to help whenever they're not paying attention. It's like real life. I try to come over to just take that from somebody when they're not paying attention and whatnot. I thought I recorded it better, so I'm just gonna use the same thing. So basically, do not press square too hard. Do not press square way too hard. I think when you tap it, it gives you a better chance of getting a steal. When you press it too hard, you usually foul a lot more times than you don't. And then come attack them while they bring up the ball. I do that a lot. Worst case scenario, you foul out with your player, put in the next one. It's not that big a deal. You can spam like literally steals all game long. They're not gonna kick you out the game at the end of it. And then for the rebounds, you better be forcing those rebounds. You're not getting them if you're not. So use pick and rolls, wait for your player to roll, and then chuck up bad shots. A lot of times you'll get your own rebounds that way. You're not always gonna grab the rebound, obviously, but if you're in a good position, you should be the one grabbing it a lot of times. Look at McDice right here. He just goes crazy. I see he's in position, so I'm just chucking him up for him to grab. Defensively, you want to get stops. All those defensive rebounds add up as well, obviously. Now what I will say is try to knock them out fast and make sure you're trying to win. Like your score is high, your all this and high. But once you go for offensive rebounds, one thing I will also recommend is setting up a freelance. If you guys don't know how to do that, I will also show that to you guys right now. But a freelance helps out so much. So I just loaded into any game to show it to you guys. But you go into your offensive settings, you go into pretty much any of the game plans. You'll see freelance 1, 2, 3, 4. You press on any of them. Honestly, go into a 5 out. That way this floor is spread out, and that way it's easier when you do a pick and roll or something, your player goes in there to rebound. Otherwise, the floor is very clogged and they will like box you out all day. So you just press right on your D-pad and then you hit freelance and then you pick it wherever it is. You just hit it one time and now you're good. Your floor is spread. So when I call for the pick, you're gonna see he's gonna be able to get down there all the time. Instead of being boxed out by like 2 players, he'll have a better shot. And yeah, with all that said, I think I went over the 3 big ones. If there's anything else, please let me know. I think that was the major ones for sure. I should be getting Siakam and the hidden gem really soon, more or less. If anyone wants to know, I can also tell you guys all the places you can get hidden gems, because I feel like there's some that some people don't know about. So I'll do my best to put you guys on and whatnot in maybe tomorrow's video. But with all that said, I hope this video was helpful. Hope y'all get the blocks a lot easier, as well as the steals and all that good stuff. I'll see y'all soon. It's been your boy Most. Y'all know the drill. And once again, I apologize for being late, but Ballin out.